The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi, welcome everybody. It's the weekly Noyantis Usergroup meeting. Today is the 12th of August 2019. Myself and John are your hosts. I'm sorry for the audio on this particular user group webinar. We're actually basically using the computer's built-in microphone and speakers. So yeah, apologies for that. Normal service will be resumed next week. Okay, we'll start as always. If anyone's got any ideas and questions, problems, issues, then feel free to raise your hand and we'll cover them accordingly. Prior to that, I know we've got some questions in already, so that's good. Prior to that, we will actually quickly cover a couple of updates. The report control version 4.09 and 4.10 were both released today. I'd actually forgot one thing I was supposed to do in the 4.09 build, hence why you've got two builds today instead of one. But they are out and they are available. If I just take a quick look here, you should, let's just quickly refresh ourselves. You've now got the ability to add your own hot fields to the view that is created for you. And you've got a view key. So as well as an order command, you also can give it a key. Let's show you what I mean by that. So this is the report control. And here we've got the data source set to be a table/view. We're just waiting for this. There you go. And the slight rearrangement of the tabs. So now you've got your join tables are on their own tab. And we've got a new tab for hot fields. So in this example, we've got the inbox. We can specify a key if we wanted to. If you don't specify one, then it will just go through in the sequential order. We do need the unique field that we want to use for the row ID, and then you've got an order and a filter command should you want to use them. And as I say, here's the hot field. So if I was to take one quick look at our generated view, I scroll down here. Maybe a bit further. Okay, so now we've got, there's a group structure that it will use to prime up the data on the report control row. And here's the view where it's going to get the data from. So let's say hypothetically we also wanted to hot field in maybe a couple of other fields, just as you would with a regular Clarion browse. We're going to go to it, go to our hot fields, and just bring in let's bring in have attachments. Okay, now we take a quick look at that generated view. And you can see that's put in there for you. And that a scenario where you would use that would be, you don't want it to visually be part of the report control, but maybe you have a local field in the report control, which of course you can do. It's just a local column. It's just a defined column, and you would use it maybe in here, set row content. So now that's just using random, but we could use our hot field in there and do some kind of maybe calculation depending on it, or conditional code. That's a typical use that you would have. There was also, I think it was Bill, we've got the questions actually. Bill reported that in the previous build, if he was to do an update, we've got a related record here, and of course, if I was to update it, like so, then it wasn't keeping the related record in sync after you'd saved it. So now that was a quick fix. It does do. There was also a thing that I found, and it was to do with the special characters. Certain characters like double quote, it wasn't actually, I'm not sure it was a double quote, but there were certain characters which could cause an issue when loading data. So that's now been corrected as well. And then the reason for the separate build was there was an issue. The last lot of changes had upset the browser enhancer. The date and time columns weren't being set correctly. Now they are. So let's jump to one of these. There's one I prepared earlier, and yes, we can see the dates and times are indeed correct, and so on. Did a tiny bit of streamlining while I was in there, so you will get a tiny bit of a speed increase if you're using those. And I've also seen the potential to actually further enhance that. So next iteration will probably have some optimization in there as well. Okay, that is it from the report controls point of view. As I say, 409 and 410 are both available now. The Chillcat wrapper will be getting a release very soon. Realistically, probably end of this week, early next week. And that includes, we already cover QuickBooks Online, and we also, from accounting point of view, we cover QuickBooks Online and Xero accounting, but there's also, it's mainly Australian and New Zealand, software called MYOB. It's mind your own business, but it's basically MYOB. And they have a few products. And you've got, just trying to find where they are. MYOB Essentials and Account Right. Essentials is cloud only, and that interface is all but done. We've just got to add the bit basically for the invoices and the credit notes. So when they are done, then just like you can with Xero and with QuickBooks Online, you'll be able to synchronize your contacts, your tax codes. Essentials doesn't include currency, so you can't do that. But your nominals, the general ledger accounts, that is, all the regular accounting entities that you would expect. So that will probably be available latter end of this week, realistically probably the start of next week. So that's quite good. And to follow then will be the MYOB account right, and that is basically it's a hybrid system. It's either the desktop or the cloud-based system. In theory, the API should work with both. So the next update of Chillcat will include an interface to that. Also, there should be two new functions going to it. One is an extra SMS provider, which we're going to be adding support for simple texting. So if we have a look, you can see I've already been on the API. What does that bring that into? We already support COM API. I'm just trying to think of the names. COM API, Twilio, Plivo, Boom SMS, Bulk SMS. But we're going to have support for simple texting. Seem prices wise seem very competitive. So it's mainly US and Canada for this provider, but yeah, they've got some pretty big names, as you can see. So that is going to be added, as well as more work. Well, actually introducing work to do with payment gateways. So we're going to look at PaySimple. We're going to look at Stripe, and then there was a third one. I forget what it was. But basically, yeah, that's next on the agenda as well. So Chillcat's getting, from a task point of view, it's getting a lot of work. Don't forget, we're also going to do the easy post, which we've previously committed to and spoke about. Okay, so exciting times. You're going to see quite a lot of updates coming through now, especially on the lead up to CIDC. So yeah, so watch this space really. Okay, Bill, let's see about opening the mic for yourself. Hi, Bill.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, it just opened. Yeah, maybe I could show my screen, but I know I've got something just not in the right place. I was trying to do a report control, just a real show my screen.
Yep, just sent you a link. A request for the presenter.
So you should be. Do you see my screen now?
Just waiting for it. Yep, there we go.
Oh, okay. And I'm getting this error right here. Unknown procedure label.
Just let me make.
And I kind of, yeah, I was getting it before before today's update, and I thought, well, today's update might fix it. You know, I wasn't sure exactly what it was, but it's in this initiate resize.
Won't be a second. Not quite sure how I've done it. I've just lost.
Maybe I need to take the resize out for. But that.
Okay. Just trying to see. It's quite small actually. I'm just gonna.
I can.
Okay. I can do it this way.
Better. I've got a real high resolution monitor.
Okay, so just. Won't be a sec, Bill. Sorry, just struggling here a little. Okay. So you take it you're using Clarion's resize, yeah?
Let's look, because I'm not. Yeah, I guess so. I guess I just put it on there, and maybe it's that restrict minimum size. I'm not.
I mean, to be fair,
I wasn't really. That was the last thing I was really worried about. I was just trying to get it to get the list to come up, but let's take it out of there for one.
You might want to change it from spread to resize too.
I took it out completely just now.
That'll do it as well.
that'll definitely do it, yeah.
Now I'm still getting this unknown procedure label. And this time
it might not have recompiled. It didn't.
Yeah, it's still in parent resource.
I mean, it didn't regenerate the source. That's what happened.
Oh, I see.
Sometimes when you just make a template change, it won't see that as a change and it won't redo the source.
So you have to
right click on it, go to source, press enter on a blank line, come back out, and it should work.
Oh, well, we got most of them gone now.
Yep.
And then there's this 870 report control add row.
It should be report control 4 add row. That looks like, is that something you entered or is that from something?
No, it's just, this is strictly template generated, so.
Okay, do a serial, oh, that's in the data load. Go back to your, Andy, I'm sorry, I'm stepping all over you here.
No, you're okay.
Okay, highlight that report control.add row. Just highlight it and Control C or Control F, fine.
The whole row or just
No,
that? Or
just that part. Just
Okay.
well, you can do
Yeah, I got it.
Control F. You can actually press Control F here if you wanted.
Control F.
Yeah, Control F.
Oh, okay. I
Fine.
got you.
And just leave that up on the screen. Now go back over to your app.
Okay.
Right click and go to what do they call it now? Source. Okay, just go to source. Down right there. Right, and then click Find All over there on the search replace.
Oh, crikey. No, he's right. It's actually, it's in the template. That should be
Oh,
self.
it's a template thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, just for the time being, I'll get a crikey. It's a bad day for report control so far. Okay. If you go to the class tab and just change the class name to just report control, I'm going to fix this here while we speak.
Yeah, that'll fix it.
Do-
You haven't done any embed code, have you? Or
No, I haven't done anything. I hadn't.
Okay.
I was just trying to just do a basic.
Okay. Okay. So what Andy's saying is that there is a bug in the template, but we can make yours work. So go back to the window.
Okay.
And then right click on the report control and go to actions.
There it comes.
Yeah, it takes
And
a while
rename it report control.
Yeah, you want to scroll all the way over to the right. So you need to use the arrows up there. Yeah, go all the way over to the right. Just take the 4 off of there.
Ah, yeah.
I always rename mine. I name it whatever I think it's going to be. And then I
gotcha.
rename it in the use as well, so that it's, because I might have multiple report controls on one window. All right, that should compile okay now.
Okay, so.
Okay. That's quickly.
Yeah, and it may be EXE that time, so. Oh. Have somehow my data file got way over. Yeah, it's way over here. I'll just take and copy that. This may or may not run, so because of the data file itself may be bad, but see what, yeah, I'll, but I did get it to compile, so that's the main thing.
Yeah, I don't know about the resizing. That seems kind of.
Yeah, I'm just going. I mean, just quickly trying this here as well.
That may have had the same thing. It might have been that report control number.
No, no, I've just got a quick check. Yeah, that shouldn't have been the case. I'm going to try this. Add the clarion you have there.
Yeah, try adding it back in, see what happens.
Yeah, that's what I was going to just do here. Insert, resize.
Oh, actually, the demo app does have the resize on there.
Yeah, it should work. I'm pretty sure I've used it. There it is. Window resize. Right. Instead of spread, yeah, choose resize up there. No, it's not happy.
Didn't like that.
It doesn't. That's very interesting.
Sounds like it's related to the legacy app. rather than the ABC. Can we just have a what is it calling? I'm just trying to see on that code there.
Yeah, let me go back to the procedures here. It's still got the 4 on there.
Oh, it can't have that. That's weird. I mean, it can't have it. It can't. Maybe it didn't regenerate. It might be the same thing as
That's the generation. Do you want to, I'll tell you what, the actual CLWs, physically delete the CLWs, and then it'll have no choice but to regen.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, so we take that out of there.
But see, it wasn't there before, so it must have just put it right back in.
It had to have.
Maybe there's something in the template where you're setting the controls.
So
There are some overrides in there.
I'll take all those out just to be sure. And then
I think you're going to get the same error.
yeah.
Go to the extensions and back to the resize template. Yeah, double click on it. Yeah, that was right. That was wrong. You're right. There you go. Yeah, double click on there. There aren't any other settings in there.
No.
Where would it get the 4 from? I mean, there is no.
And go back to the report control positioned and go to the classes tab on that. The fourth one. There.
Oh, right here. I'm sorry. I thought we took it out though.
Yeah, we did.
That's just report control.
All right, let's go check the window and see if the use variable is still a 4.
Oh.
No, it should calculate the.
Yeah, that's report control. So where in the world would it even get the 4 from? That's really bizarre.
Just a little.
Well, I can take. I mean, I'll take that. I can take that out. I was just really playing with it to try to get.
Yeah, it's just not making sense though. I mean, how it could
just to get started with it, and
how it could get that value.
Yeah, I wanted to see how it acted with a huge file, and that was really my only real thing I was trying to accomplish, and see the load speed and that type of thing.
Right.
Because that file's can be anywhere from 500,000 to 1 million plus records.
That could take a while, depending on how you're loading it.
Yeah, and that may be one that's never going to be a good candidate for a report control anyway. But I normally filter it and stuff. But
well,
okay.
You also do I don't know if you've got the inline filtering turned on. You just go to your extensions on that.
I just thought it was something maybe that I had put incorrect in here, and
no, I'm going to create a legacy in a second. Okay, we go to
options.
Yep.
Inline control.
Okay, and the automatically build, turn them 2 off because that will slow things down.
Oh, these, yeah, sure would.
I mean, you can have that turned on, Bill. It's just the second one because you're loading like 1 million records. It's going to go through and try and.
I got you. Yeah, I'm not sure that file I had is a good data file. So.
Yeah, you want to do the search as well. Yep, if you click on the search and then untick the second word,
I see.
and yep, and that you'll be good at that because
Ah,
after it's loaded all those records, then it would have to try and calculate all the unique values, and that would take some time on a large data set. So you better off.
yeah, definitely would not ever be needed in this case because normally it's you're just searching for a part number
Yeah.
so that and then normally it's filtered by the manufacturer's code. So
Oh,
that that would be something I'd add later on. But I was just trying to get a overall initial, hey, how quick is this going to load for me type thing. Uh, it didn't copy, so. And somehow I got the data file I need is here. Yeah, it's 199K. Uh, it doesn't like, and that's okay. That's probably in my data file itself.
sorry, I missed
I was just,
the to do with the resizing. So you want to just try that again?
oh, wait, you must have, no.
There,
Oh, the window's set for resizing. Oh, that could be where that number 4 was coming
no,
from.
no, it's where it's calculating the class name. I'm going to take a look. I've got it up here, so I'm going to debug that in a minute. It's definitely going to be linked to the legacy rather than the ABC, but that shouldn't make any difference. So no, I'll take a look here now.
Okay. Well, I'll let somebody else ask a question. At least I know that's compiling, so I can play with that. I'm in the middle of a couple other projects. That was just kind of a thing I was looking at for future use. So
Yeah, yeah, no problem. And I'll get
we'll
a
go ahead.
update up ASAP.
I think I turned the screen back over to you, huh?
Okay, so I'm just going to bring myself back. Okay, so we're back on to that. Okay, questions. Do we have another question? No, just got bills. This is the code which we just saw on bills then is here. Now it's calculating the class name, but I don't know how it's basically it's just calculating it wrong. Um, yeah, interesting. Yeah, definitely interesting. Okay, well that's something for me to look at in a second. Well, after the webinar, that is. Any other questions off anybody? No, all seems quiet.
Yeah, it's quiet.
It is quiet. It could be an early finish. Wow.
I'm going to try to do a clean on that project.
Bill, I don't think, just looking, obviously you can see my screen here. I think it's going to be linked. Basically, this is template code, but we can
Oh,
see it's calculating the class name in basically a template variable. So that's a template variable there. And it's calculating the name. It does it via a routine there, calc CLA for the Clarion class. and it's going through and it's looking for that template, and I think it's not got the template, so we happen to be picking up whatever was left in that variable last. So yeah, that's going to be a bug, and it's just to do with legacy. So I shall take. Chances are the template instance isn't called Window Resize Clarion. Not quite sure why. What version of Windows Clarion were you using, Bill?
10.0.
No, 10, yeah. Okay. Yep. Should take a look. So, but the class name has been fixed. Yeah, I've just fixed that. Basically, it was using. I think it was in here, and instead of using self, it was actually using the report control dot. So yeah, so you would have got that issue. I'll get another build out straight after the webinar. Okay. No other questions on anything? Any ideas of anybody? Obviously, we mentioned some of the forthcoming updates to Chillcat Wrapper. There's plenty coming up with that. Oh. Kevin, yeah, where are we? Let's open up. Bill, I'm just going to mute you, but if you need us, just shout. And that's Kevin. Hi, Kevin. I'm not sure if you've got a microphone. If you have, your mic's open.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, I was still, you muted me. You know, it's been a while since I've worked with the report control, the horizontal calendars and clashing appointments.
Oh, yeah.
How is that? Is it code complete, or is it still an ongoing thing? And just because I haven't nagged you, you haven't done any more.
No, it's complete. It's been released.
So it has the clashing appointments and all that, which was my big concern.
What?
Great.
You're talking for the benefit of the others.
For report control, yeah, that exactly those.
And you happen to be using it with the calendar to find clashes, if you will, and so on and so forth. But yes, yeah, I'm just trying to think where the settings are. Let's just take a quick look. Track. Sorry, so report control in track mode on the track view, and you've got a clash strategy, and you've got allow clashes, allow but add a child row, allow and just display a warning, or just don't allow the clash in the first place.
Okay, great.
So
and drag and drop. You were the one thing that we were waiting on was that you were going to differentiate between dragging, dropping, and dropped. You know, you said you would have to play some games to recognize when it actually was dropped to another time.
That would be.
You were tracking. You were tracking the dragging, but not the actual.
That's right. Let's take a look because I can't remember, to be fair. So.
No, that's fair. I've been away from it, and now the client wants it to start back up.
Of course, it's always the case. On drag. Oh, it wouldn't be drag, it would move.
Yeah, I'm sorry, move. That was it. It was moving, but you never let. At that time, there was no event to say it had moved.
Yeah, so we've got there. So we've got new methods, and these are derivable. So you've got the embed points. So you've got it is moving. So when the mouse is held down, that will constantly be triggering, and then when you let go, you will get a post to be moved. So
what's the difference between accepted and moved? Just real quick.
Accepted is when it's double clicked. So it's
okay.
Accepted if you will. So yeah, basically, if I start moving that, we're not displaying it. But when I let go, then it's just updated there. But if we were to put some code in here, we've got a couple of Entries on the screen. Just quickly jump into it. Oh, can you hear me?
Reconnecting to remote computer. He's back.
I'm back. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm actually broadcasting from over in France, and we don't return back to the UK until later this week. So yeah, I'm just trying to get a connection back to that machine. Won't be a second. You guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yep, that's very good. Okay, well, I'm just desperately trying to get a connection. So basically, yeah, you've got you'll have the two embed points: block moving and block moved, and they really are basically what they say on the tin. You know, one will trigger as you're moving around the block, and then when you've finished and you let go of the mouse, then the moved will trigger. We're struggling to get onto my machine though. It tells me it's not the fastest of connections. What screen resolution is that? Okay. We can see the screen, yep. Okay.
Yes.
Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat. I'm going to say the selected. We'll have that when we're moving around. We'll go and update that, and when we've moved, we'll update that. Okay. Connection is so slow. I've just changed to a different connection, but
So I just checked. I'm still on 409, so I'll definitely upgrade to 410 before trying it.
409 was released today. Yeah.
410.
Okay. So I'm just going to take that code out of there, and what we'll say is in the moving, we'll put it in here. And when we moved, we'll update the accepted. So we'll just, well, it's only a demo and kind of be chucked away after this. So
Something looks wrong with your code. The cut and paste didn't work quite right.
no, definitely didn't. Wow.
Yeah, it copied the embed markers. Never seen that happen.
I think my remote machine needs a reboot because a paste seems to be putting extra blank lines in. So I think it's to do with that. Okay. Okay, so basically, jump across to the track bar. And as I grab one of these bars now, block 37, as I start to move it, we can see straight away that's updated. It's currently saying selected, but it's not. And when I let go, then it's just gone to the default. So they're the two embed points you would need.
Okay. And how do you show? How did you finalize the show clashes? You just replicate the left hand side.
So let's go through the options, and we'll. I'm not sure what we've got currently on.
We were allowing them when we want to duplicate rows. So.
Yeah, so that will allow. So if we take a quick look, can we add on here? Add a block, yeah. So I'm not sure where it adds. I'm going to change that code so it adds it at 10. Okay. I think it just adds it a random number, and we want to force a clash.
Well, just dragging and dropping an appointment should cause a clash.
No, I think you'll struggle with the. Yeah, I think you'll struggle to actually do it via the drag and drop, because what it will do is it will move the actual other content around, which is the nature of the report control. So the clash really has to be done when you're about to do it via code.
Okay, that's good to know because I'm sure that'll come up. So if you try to move a block on top of another block, it'll move the first block forward or backward.
When I grab that one and move it to in front, you can see it's move them down. Or that one to after there.
But if you go into the data entry screen and change it to a clash, then you'd see it.
Yeah. So
okay, it's good to look. Why can't I double book an appointment by drag and drop? Well, because that's not what it does.
So I've just added one at 10 there, and if we click on that, we can see. Yeah. Now if I add another one there, it's just basically both of those are a value of 10. Okay. Now that's just the allow strategy. Let's change the strategy now to give a warning. Oh, you've got there's an extra tab appears, so you can say what the wording is and so on, for obviously for multilingual and so on. Okay, so we've already got some. The demo data adds plenty of. It looks like it adds plenty of clashes. That's fine. This is a warning you're seeing. Okay, so we've definitely got one at 10 there. I'm going to add another, and sorry, I'm not. I'll add another one there. Okay, conflict's been detected. Yeah. Okay. That's the default wording. Next, we're going to do exactly the same, but we're going to say add a child row.
No, I appreciate you finally getting that done, because that's we've had that tab hidden now for over a year.
Okay. Okay, so the demo data has already got some children on there, but I'm going to go with that row, add, and there we go, and add another. So basically, because it's going to clash with that block, that's it added now to that. I have to change its colour just to.
Okay, that's good.
So there you go. Now, of course, if I was to now pull that to that time, and then pull it up, it will remove the child because it's not needed anymore because there's no clash.
Good.
But to add there, different colour. Oh, this connection is really slow. And now we'll get another child row underneath there.
No, thank you. Good. I'm gonna start looking at that early next week, and nice to get that in production.
Cool, very good. Okay, do we have any other questions? No. Now we're going to. It looks like we're going to be wrapping up. It's approaching the hour mark, so that's it's not too bad. John, was it confirmed we're doing September? Is it something like the Friday the 13th in September?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. So we're going to do a Friday webinar, and we're going to show some new toys, which will be basically it'll be like a sneak preview, if you will, of some of the things that we'll be doing at the IDC. So there's a Friday webinar on. I mean, obviously we've got our weekly ones between now and then anyway. But yeah, just to spread the word, if you will, Friday the 13th. I'm looking for some. We're going to be doing basically a bit of a sneak preview of some of the new enhancements which will be coming out. And the idea is the basically what we discussed on Friday's webinar, where we want to put the report control, have its data, something like this. That's probably a bad example of this. It'd be basically a financial report control. We use the grouping capability, the group totals, which is another enhancement which you will have prior to it. We use the grouping facility, the group totals, which are absolutely brilliant. But then we're going to basically demonstrate an update to the charting product, which can then take the report control as its data source and automatically plot your data from the report control. That way, it gives you the charts will be built almost instantaneously because it can just get the data straight from the report control or preloaded report control, and you will have the actual core underlying data that you can drill down into the actual chart content and see the supporting data under it.
Which will be really cool.
It is. As I say, I can't. The grouping. I think I took a screenshot. I do something similar in a particular application, but the data is pretty sensitive, so I can't demonstrate it here. But I can come up with a similar type idea and demonstrate that. But yes, basically, I did take a couple of screenshots, which I just did some. No, can't find. Typical. I only took the screenshots the other day. Tell you what, we'll take a quick look online. We just do a search for report control, code jock, report control, group totals. So I'm just trying to find, something like that type of image. And you can see basically here that they've turned the grouping on for the client. The client can then go and group the data in any order they like, and these totals are automatically updated for you, calculated. So basically, the interface will be in the column setup. You'll say, "I want totaling of this column," and when it groups, then it will automatically calculate that total for you. It's really good. I use it a lot. The users love it, especially from it gives them the ability to really define their own data criteria, if you will, on the fly, and so on. So yes, lots of enhancements all coming through now. Okay, no other questions. We are all but touching the hour mark, so we're gonna wrap it up. So until next week. Are we still there, everybody?
Yep.
Hate it when it goes quiet. I told you. Okay, until
Very quiet.
we'll I'll see you then. Thank you very much.
Bye.